Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you decide to watch this. How are you guys? I decided to make a quick video before I started working this morning. Um, we are almost, it is the 23rd. We are like less than a month away from 4 years post-transplant. 4 years, so fast yet so slow. So in this video, I'm going to answer a couple of questions about supplements. Somebody asked me what are the supplements that I still take, and it was in another video, but you guys said, well, she said she couldn't find it, so I'm going to run it down again. But before I do that, I'm going to talk about parking. So I went to a shopping center, and I don't know if I told you guys this before, but if I did, I'm going to tell you again. I can't remember in which video. But you know how there's handicap parking and then there are the lines next to the spot, and that's for ramps to go out. I didn't know it was for ramps prior to using a ramp, but I never parked there anyway. So 2 times already, I have parked in a handicap spot with way more than enough space, and then there's another handicap spot on the other side, or there's a regular able-bodied spot on the other side. And 2 times, the first time I was stuck in the car for 17 minutes because when I was going to transfer from the driver's seat to the chair, by the time I realized that somebody had pulled in the spot and got out to go, so I could not open the ramp for them to go out. So I was annoyed because I was going to do blood work. So I couldn't leave. I had to get out of the car. So I had to wait until I saw a couple coming out of the car, and the woman went into 2 stores that were right next to mine, and finally she found, they made an announcement in the TJ Maxx, and the person came out, and she was like, it was only 5 minutes, but I started my timer specifically to see how long it was going to take for me to be stuck in the car. The second instance is I was in the same shopping plaza on a Saturday, and if the person did the same thing, but she parked in the handicap spot, but parked bad, so half of her car was on the lines where you're supposed to be able to open the ramp, and nobody was coming out. So a couple was coming out. Shout out to you guys. I'm sorry I don't remember your names, but hey, you guys. And I asked, can you drive? And she was like, yeah, what's the matter? And I said to her, I just need you to pull my car back just enough so I can open my ramp. And the boyfriend wasn't understanding. And I was like, the ramp goes up the wheelchair. So she was like, no, of course. Now, you first have to pick somebody that you don't think is going to drive off with your car and all your groceries in. But how do you really know? You just take a chance. And thank God these people were kind. And the person I was with, my cousin, she doesn't drive at all. So I didn't want to put her in a situation where she was nervous to try to back the car out. But so the girlfriend backed the car out and gave me back the keys. And then the guy was like, let me see. So I showed him how it goes up. And he's like, I'm so sorry that happens to you. It's so stupid that people would do something like that. Like, just park where you're supposed to park. So now I've determined when I go to park somewhere, I don't park properly. I park terribly. Like, I park across so that my car could get out. And I feel bad, but I'm not going to be stuck again. I refuse to be stuck again. I don't know if I could show you the picture. Can you guys see this picture on my phone? Do you see how that person was parked? So I took a picture of the car that I can't get out. That was the first car. And it's annoying. So just park where the hell you're supposed to park. And here's the second picture. Do you see how they're parked bad and you can't? They're parked on the blue lines, like across. And that person didn't even have a handicap placard. Listen, I don't care what you do. If you want to park in a handicap space, that's on you. I pray a ticket for you, or I pray you get towed. But just park in the spot. And now when you see my car, it's going to be parked across, so my ramp can always go out because you can't block the straightaway to drive. So that was that on that. So I have the... First, let me say I feel fine. Still happy that I did the stem cell transplant. Still was worth it to me. Still worth all the heartache and everything that I went through. I was watching a video of 3 months after with my bald head the other day. I'm so glad I make these videos now, even though I don't. It's awkward for me to make them. I'm glad that I make them so I have a record, excuse me, of what was going on at that specific time. I'm so glad I have that record. Still was a good idea for me. Still love it. What am I doing now in the gym? In the gym, I'm currently in a harness, walking on a treadmill. So my walking is horrible because I don't do enough of it, but that is changing. So I'm in the gym walking on a harness. I'm not my right leg, I'm progressing my left leg, and so the trainer is moving it and it's starting to remember because I'm noticing I can lift my legs a little better. They're feeling a little stronger, so I'm feeling like I'm starting from scratch all over again. I'm gonna start in the pool in April, so I'll be working out 5 days a week, trying to get back up and moving again. It's what I want to do, and I know it's possible, so that's what I'm doing. What else? Still work full time, still doing everything that I need to do. That's it. About how I'm feeling, I feel pretty good. I feel physically fine. Physically fine. So the supplements, I feel like I'm rambling. The supplements, well, the medication that I take, I still take Ampera, 10 milligrams, 2 times a day. I take the dalfampridine, the generic brand, because it's cheaper. I take it still because I went off it thinking, well, I'm not up walking. Why am I taking the walking drug? Lo and behold, it's not just that. It is a blocker. So the signals that are going up your spine to your brain, and you know, people with MS have lesions, so literally holes in your spinal cord. So the whatever the message is has to be rerouted. And I came off of it, and I felt like I was off of it. Like my transferring was horrible. I was exhausted, and I went back on it, and I felt up again. So I'm gonna stay on Ampera. There's no known side effects. For me right now, some people do have seizures. I don't have a history of any seizures. I don't have a history of kidney problems. So I'm gonna stay on it. So I take the Ampera 10 milligrams 2 times daily. I take a B complex. I take magnesium at 400 milligrams. I take cranberry at 60 milligrams. I take CoQ10 at 200 milligrams. I take vitamin D3 at 10,000 IU. I take pumpkin seed oil at 2,000 milligrams. I take alpha lipoic acid at 600 milligrams. I take turmeric plus black pepper at 2,000 milligrams. And I still take acyclovir at 400 milligrams twice a day. I'm still taking the acyclovir because you can't get the shingles vaccine until you are 50 years old. So at the end of the year, this year, I'll take the shingles vaccine and then I'll stop taking the acyclovir. The acyclovir is an antiviral to ensure that you don't get the shingles after you have the stem cell transplant. So those are all the supplements. I still eat plant-based. I try to eat anti-inflammatory. I have an issue with my acid reflux again, but that's totally my fault because I stopped taking the flaxseed oil consistently, and I fell in love with this pineapple orange juice. It's 100% pineapple, 100% orange, no additives or extra sugars or everything. And I was drinking so much of it. I didn't realize that orange citrus causes acid reflux. So I stopped drinking that so much for a month, and I started almost a month. Monday will be a month. And I started taking the flaxseed oil every day again, like I used to when I really used to have that acid reflux, and it's worked. Like I'm able to eat red sauce again. I haven't started eating peppers again because I wanted to give my body a whole month off of it. What else? My friend Michelle 1L, we live in the same town, and I happened to be at the grocery store, and she happened to see me and come around. I hadn't seen her in a little while, and I was parked bad in the spot, And she knows about how the people parked. And can I tell you that my friend, I was in the supermarket maybe an hour, and she went to do her thing, and I went to do mine. And when I came out, I saw her still standing there talking to people, telling people not to park beside me. She had gone in and talked to the manager at the customer service that's telling them the issues that I'm having when I come over there to park. So I just want to say I appreciate you, Michelle Winnell. I love you. Thank you so much. What else? That's about it. Nothing else is really going on. It's cold. I'm waiting for the weather to break so I can like go to the farmer's market or do stuff like that. That's it. Yeah, nothing else is happening. I'm excited about walking on the treadmill in the harness with Nate. Shout out to Nate at Image Fitness. Yeah, it's bittersweet though sometimes because I get so excited when I'm doing something that I haven't done, and the first thing I want to do is pick up the phone and call my mom. So it's a little bittersweet. So I try to temper like how excited I get about stuff because then it's just a reminder. It's crazy. It's just crazy still to me, but I'm sure she's watching. I'm sure she sees everything. Shout out to mommy in heaven. That's it. So in a couple of weeks, we will have our 4-year stem cell video. I really cannot believe it's been 4 years. My goodness. I remember the day I was leaving. I remember the how long and how hard it was to get there. Um, Shout out to Clinica Louise. I'm still a fan, still really happy with the results, and we'll be up and mobilizing again and walking regularly again shortly. I'm doing everything in my power to make that happen, and I believe it will. And until then, we ride around in Moses. And we're fine with that too. Moses is the electric wheelchair, and we're fine with that too because we still get to do all the things we need to do. So that's it. The video's already 11 minutes. You know, I don't like a long video. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for all your messages. I did buy a tripod and the motion camera thing, this thing that picks up your motion, because I am going to be taping in the gym. Um, Shout out to Rashay. Rashay is Nate's wife, my trainer's wife, and my sister. And she was like, I want to see, if I were watching, when I'm watching, I want to see everything. I want to see how hard it was. I want to see your struggles before you made it perfect. So she was like, somebody will see that and be doing the same way you are, or trying to start the same way you are, and won't get discouraged if they see that. So I heard you, Rashay, I heard you, I heard you. And although it makes me uncomfortable, I'm going to do it anyway. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day. We will talk soon. Well, we will be 4 years old. Nadia will be 4 years old. All right. You guys have a great day. Bye.